50 plus, how to firm your chest at home. Now, the chest is one of the first areas people notice when meeting us, and it plays a role in how people perceive us in that very important first impression. Now, no matter if you're female or male, a firm chest can make quite an impression. But like a lot of changes our bodies go through after 50 plus, we lose our firm chest muscle with lack of physical activity and the passing years. So, let's do something to firm your chest with simple, easy movements at home. Hi, I'm Kevin, your 70 plus host for Living 50 plus. Now, chest muscles have the tendency to sag and droop, and that's a big reason guys feel self conscious and go swimming wearing t shirts. Men I trained often ask me to prioritize chest training. Let's do some benches, this and that, for that reason. Now, women I trained often thought of their chest as, just breast tissue alone. And while sagging is a natural part of life, they were surprised to discover their pectoral muscles lying beneath the tissue could firm up and become stronger. Chest muscle development often initially becomes evident at the top of the center of the chest, along the sternum or breastbone. Firm chest muscle gives your body the impression of fitness and health and feels great when you give it a squeeze. Now, the great news is firming and strengthening your chest muscles is relatively simple. No, you don't have to go to the gym and bench press a bar loaded with a lot of clanging iron plates. That is fun for me. And you don't have to go long hours of exercise until your St. Bernard Pee-wee is whining from lack of attention. It involves simple, easy movements that can be done at home. Now, the first thing we got to do is we got to make friends with our chest muscles. They've been ignored for too long. For our purposes, we're interested in the pectoralis muscles, popularly called the pecs. As with all body movements, there are a lot of other muscles that help when you move, but to keep it simple, we'll focus on your pecs. So let's do a meet and greet. Start by sitting or standing with one hand on one side of your chest, the other arm out to the side. Do a simple hugging motion. I like to keep my hand aligned with the center of my chest because if my hands are too high, I feel it more in the shoulder. So concentrate on the chest area and try to feel your chest muscle moving. Women, if you have more breast tissue, try placing your hand more at the top of your chest to feel your pec muscle moving. Now, getting the movement in a position to really target your chest takes a little practice. Maybe you watched a YouTube video and they were talking about the mind-body connection. Well, I've found performing simple movements with one hand on a muscle group is a great way to develop your mind-muscle connection. And that's where all the fun and satisfaction of strength training comes in. This is so important to develop your ability to firm and strengthen your chest and any other muscle group. I suggest you continue with the hand-on chest hug, alternating with both sides until you can feel your chest muscles tensing with every repetition. Now, after some practice, you'll find this will get your results much faster than simply grinding out a lot of repetitions. Now, first step, like always, check with your doc before beginning any new activity. Get their approval, tell them what exercises you'll be doing, because if you have a history of shoulder, elbow, or wrist issues, they can help you and maybe a visit to the physical therapist first. Let's go from one arm practice chest hugs to using both hands. If you have a newer exercise band, that's a good start. If you have an old exercise band that's been around since the Beach Boys were singing Surfing USA, and your exercise band shows stretch marks or rubbing from wear, I'm referring to the exercise band, not the Beach Boys, get rid of it. Place your newer exercise bands across your back and under your arms. I'll show you. Flat bands are good for this, but these will work as well. Tighten the band up with both hands out to your side, aligned with your chest, and hug with both hands. Don't just flop back. Resist for a count of 1, 2, 3. Squeeze, 1, 2, 3. It feels so good. Squeeze, 1, 2, 3. This helps add resistance, and after all, this is resistance training, right? So now you think the light bulb's coming on. Remember to keep your hands aligned with your chest and start with a set of 8 repetitions. One repetition is doing the exercise one time. Rest for 30 seconds. Try a set of 10 repetitions. Focus on feeling the movement in your chest muscles. Rest for 30 seconds. Try a set of 12 repetitions with hands aligned with your chest. How do you feel? We talked about the mind-muscle connection. Doesn't it feel amazing when you can do that and actually feel it in a particular muscle? Now don't worry, it'll take you some time. It takes some practice to get the feel in your chest muscle. It's like giving someone a hug anytime you need one. Now the second movement can be considered the granddaddy or the grandmother of all chest exercises, the push-up. Now don't click off this video and go watch Matlock episodes all night. Push-ups can be started easily and don't have to be done on the floor. Every physical activity has a learning curve and has to be enjoyable for you to continue doing them. And yes, push-ups can actually be enjoyable. But we're going to start with wall push-ups. Now, if you've seen people doing wall push-ups are a great first step. Starting, way back in the 1970s, I had some of my business clients get good results from wall push-ups. They were just getting started. And wall push-ups are really good for men with larger stomachs, women with a lot of breast tissue, and pregnant women. You don't have to lie down on the floor. And as a first step in our chest firming and chest strengthening program, wall push-ups are a comfortable way to work the chest, and you also work the shoulders and tricep muscles, back of the arms as well. So let's get started. Put on gym shoes. Don't do wall push-ups in your stockings because your feet can slip. Place your hands on the wall just a little lower than shoulder height, feet about arm's length away, and what you're going to do is slowly push the wall away from you. Now notice I didn't say lower yourself to the wall. Even when I do push-ups, it's just a lot better to feel like you're pushing the wall or the floor away than I got to push myself up. So let's start with 5 reps, but mindfully try to feel your chest muscles strengthening, just like in chest hugs, nice and slow. If you find yourself starting to pump away fast, stop, take a rest. It's tremendously more effective for muscle firming and strengthening to get as much muscle tensing as you can from each repetition, otherwise don't do them. If you feel the movement in your shoulder, try moving your feet a little bit closer to the wall for a few times and you can feel the movement in your chest. And don't keep your hands up too high. Remember, this is your, let's get acquainted with your pec muscles phase. Now feeling each repetition in your pecs and full range of motion will get you firmer and stronger the quickest. So let's try a second set of 8 repetitions, feeling it in your pecs. Rest for 30 seconds. A third set of 12 repetitions. That's it. Rest your amazing pecs for, 2-3 days and try your chest hugs and wall push-ups again. Rest 3 days, try it again. That's it. Now, I hate to bring this up, but one thing that makes me go nuts is someone showing an exercise incorrectly on TV or, the videos or whatever. And I've seen a lot of videos of, let's say, a national politician and a TV doctor doing what they call push-ups. They definitely weren't doing push-ups. This is a push-up. They were doing little arm twitches like this. That's silly. Don't do a movement if you can't do them right. It's better to do 5 to 10 repetitions of full range of motion push-ups than 20 or 30 or whatever of their mamby-pamby little twitches. Sorry for the tirade, but misinformation like that does drive me nuts. It hurts people as they don't firm their chests and you'll eventually give up. Well, I don't want you to give up. I want you to develop a firm and strong chest, and soon you'll be known for just giving the best hugs. Now, thanks for watching our Loving 50 Plus episode. I appreciate you being here, and you're welcome to join us at Loving 50 Plus, and please click subscribe. Subscribe to keep us going. If you have a minute, leave a comment so I know what you're thinking, and maybe a thumbs up like. What you want for your body, for your life, is what Loving 50 Plus is all about. I'm Kevin, your host. See you in our next video, and please take care of yourself.